thinking about changing the point requirement, so I'll go ahead and keep that a bit under wraps for now, but you'll get the actual idea of it.
Soon enough.
And from the looks of it, since we have less than half the guild here, we're probably going to have to go over it, a couple of times anyways.
At least 7 times.
Yeah, probably.
I'm feeling.
Anyways, basically okay. You know the old ranking system. If any of you are familiar with it, I'm going to give me 1 second. Download as a PDF. I'm going to upload a new version of the guild charter.
This will be the newest version, correct?
Yeah, the newest version.
Okay. I don't actually think that I have the newest.
1 second, let me find it.
Alright. Newt, you said you hate the little fly thing, right?
Alright. Anyways, as the newest version of it, if any of you are familiar with the old ranking structure, basically, it's following the same structure but different titles, and we changed the way warrant officer works. Basically, we have the recruit, which is staying the same, just because honestly that's a good all-around idea of a rank. Then instead of a private, we have a companion, because you're supposed to be like a friend to the guild. You've been here long enough to show that you're not just gonna run the fuck off. And we're kind of going with a more of a what's the word? I guess Minecrafty, not necessarily medieval, because I mean we want this to be able to apply to other shit. Kind of keep in mind to like Brotherhood still when you're thinking about the ranks, as far as it applying to like more futuristic shit. But you goes companion, squire, knight, paladin, sentinel, and vanguard. Instead of sticking with the military ranks, because honestly this sounds a lot more just user friendly. Base.
Is he cutting out for anyone else?
No, he's perfectly fine for me.
Oh, okay, just me.
Okay. Sentinel's where sergeant used to be. Then we have paladin, which is our corporal, knight, lance corporal. Squire is our private first class. Companion is where our new private is, and the recruit. Now, instead of warrant officers, instead of applying for warrant officership, we've changed it to a kind of a broad spectrum of rank that we're calling keepers. So far as in like keeper, the idea was like keeper of the scrolls, keeper of the peace, etc., which kind of depends on what job they have. Which breaks down further into actually 5 ranks. Like each of these ranks are all keeper so far as in their level, their keeper rank, but they have different titles to like classify exactly what they do. 1 second, I'm checking what Water posted.
Essentially, they all are of equal the same, but what it is that they have a title based off of what job they do.
Yeah.
So,
now, basically, we have architect, which is going to be the top of our build team. To be an actual architect, mind you, everyone in the build team is not going to be an architect because that would just be too many people. Basically, the way our build team ranking is going to work is it's going to have 1 star, which basically means you know enough about block placement, etc., to copy builds. Not really too good on building yourself. 2 star, we can trust you to build, but we kind of need to supervise you, make sure you don't go off the deep end with some things. Maybe tweak some stuff that you do. 3 star, you're pretty much capable of building whatever we really need you to. We might just check in to make sure it's not something crazy or you're doing something kind of fucked up. And then 4 star is we more or less trust you. Sure. Or if not better. And we can, as long as you basically get the okay for whatever it is you're wanting to build, we just let you go and do your own thing. Basically, architect ranked is going to be picked probably from some of the more top or trusted of our 4-star builders, just to kind of help look over the lower tiered build stars. You get what I mean? Engineered, that's more for honestly development for the fuck.
There was another ping.
Okay.
People heard that one, right? People heard
yeah,
that
I heard
one,
that.
not just me. Okay.
That was weird.
Why is Anti-Red not in here?
Anti-Red.
No.
I'm working on it, Thorn.
Alright, I'm just gonna I'm gonna push on honestly, but engineer is more for developing in the realms. Like Ross, for example, is an engineer, and I don't know if y'all guys know Ross, but he's been working on a whole bunch of shit for the realms, as far as in command blocks, etc. Not only will they do command block stuff, but the development, that kind of shit. It's more of a not necessarily out of game, but less of an actual on the server type deal. Then you have host/hostess, which are basically event coordination. Basically, they'll plan out stuff to keep the guild entertained. They'll kind of keep our media updated so people know. Just basically to try to keep the guild active and doing fun.
Everyone has an outlet for however they.
Yeah, like we'll do scavenger hunts, we'll do bed wars teams. Like not just hey, you want to play bed wars. Like we might actually classify some teams and actually have like competitions and shit like that.
Like set things up.
We're also
Yeah.
making our own mini games, but that's later on.
Mhm.
Yes. That's actually a bit.
We have a scribe, which is basically a record keeper and he records points, which just has to do with the new quest system we're actually going to be putting into the town that's going to affect how you rank up. Basically, previously how you ranked up was you just had to be in for a certain amount of time, which don't get me wrong, we still have the time limit thing here too, just so like, some new guy can't join who's been playing on the server for a few months, dump a bunch of shit in the town, then get like fucking rank, because we don't know that person. But now instead of like you have to recruit this person, you have to do one contribution to the guild, which is really kind of vague. You know what I'm saying? Just
What
kinda
a
like, what do you-
contribution
Yeah.
is.
We have a point system. You can earn points for gathering materials, which are just kind of real basic shit. Certain materials we will always be looking for, which will give you a few points, which honestly is helping out the guild vault, which is in turn helping you out. So honestly, you're basically just collecting resources for yourself.
In the long run.
Uh-huh.
It'll be helping you more than it'll be hurting you.
See.
That,
There's going to be some events will give out points, bounties on shit. Like let's say we have some player come and attack our town, and he kills like one of our random people who's out in the field working. You go hunt. We'll put a bounty on his head. You hunt him down. You get points for it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you.
there's really
Okay.
quiet.
About time. Oh.
There'll be some special items like like special quests that will update every now and again for like stuff we specifically need. If you go and look at the jobs board now, it's
Very big.
coarse dirt at the moment is one of the special items. I mainly put that up as an example, but that and we actually do need it for the road system.
Cargo 2.
Besides that, let me see. Is there anything I'm missing so far as in the ways to earn points?
I think that's
Not
about
what I'm hearing. I think that's
That's about it
Bill.
for what? Yeah, there's also you can do builds for points.
Okay. So I was just wondering, the resource thing. Can you
You're
only,
cutting out. For what now?
can you only do one of each type of resource per day?
No, honestly, if you want to, you could grind an entire pack of logs if you really wanted to. Bear in mind, between like, I'm gonna make an example here. From a companion to a squire, you have a week worth of time that you have to wait, anyways.
Oh, yeah.
So like, it's not like you have to get on and grind every single point in one day. But I mean, if you wanted to, you could. That's what the daily quests are there for. It's material that we're always going to be using.
Okay.
Just about
Materials
no
that
matter
we're
what.
always gonna need.
Yeah, building will also, as just shed build. We're not 100% sure on how we're going to rank the actual building. The thought process at the current moment is like, I think 5 points per plot that the build takes up. Mind you, that's the majority of the plot, not just like, if it 2 plot build with like a wall and an extra plot put out in front of it. No, that's not going to count. But points will be taken off if the build is like of lower quality and like we have to go over and edit stuff. Also, if it's a build 100% for yourself, it will not count because you're just building your own house. You know what I'm saying?
But if it's a
Oh,
build
yeah.
that benefits the town.
Yeah, if it's like a pre-built that's not specifically just for you to use, then yeah, you get points for it. The building's gonna kind of somewhat go on a case-by-case basis because like we'll have some larger projects that multiple people will be working on and shit like that.
Building will be on a per ask basis. It's not going to be, hey, I built this, I get points.
Yeah, honestly, because
Yeah, I know.
you have to you have to get permission to build anyways. But besides that, also recruiting is going to get you points. I believe I think what we're going to do is every player you recruit is going to be about 5 points. Like I said, the point system's a little bit fluid, so like the values will change. Same with the amount that it requires to rank up as we try to balance it out.
Yeah, honestly, I think the points for like builds should be up to build team when it comes to down to like the 4 stars or whatever.
Oh, I get that, but here's my thing. I would like to have at least a baseline to go off of. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, if you look at it and it's about an average build, go off the baseline. If it's a really detailed, extra nice build, then, bump them up a few more points. If it needs more work that we're going to have to do to it outside of
Pull
it,
'em
down.
a couple points.
And we can set that baseline in the realms if we want to.
Exactly.
But, besides that, you have the Warden, which is the last keeper, I guess, subclass, if you would. That one's pretty basic, honestly. They just help monitor shit. Now, keep in mind, keepers don't actually have any kind of, like, kicking or banning power. They're more just, what's the actual word for it? They're more like our eyes and ears of the staff, if that makes sense.
So if a
And they
situation happens,
So-
we can take action.
Yeah, now, mind you, as a keeper, all of you, anyone who's a keeper, because we're going to be talking to quite a few people. We've already talked to quite a few people about keeper ranks. But anyone who is a keeper is partially your job, just like it honestly is any of y'all's job. Y'all see some people being an asshat. Now, that doesn't mean if you're, just like a recruit or whatever, and you see someone breaking a rule, don't go jump on them, because honestly, you'll get yourself in trouble, because they'll turn it on you. Come to one of us. But as a warden, your job is especially to come and check with us and make sure everything's good and keep an eye out for that kind of shit on both the Discord and the servers we play on. Any questions?
Nope.
No.
Alright.
All right.
It's that wrap up point system. Gracie, you have a question? No, he's alright. So after that comes promotions. So we actually have a shit ton this week.
Oh god, yeah. I'll let you handle that. Just
So we're just gonna kind of run through this pretty quickly, especially for people who aren't here. So for our new companion rank, we have Main 135S, Justin, Neo Rex Guy, Boom Mutant, and that new Book Prince person. Those people are our new
Boom,
companions.
not Boom Mutant.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I swear to God, you said Boom Mutant.
Okay.
Yeah, so do I.
Well, I have it on
swear to
recording,
God.
so we'll find out. For Squire, we have Ashwood. He's getting promoted this week.
Oh, congrats, Ash.
For Knight, we have Lieutenant Silver. He's been with us for a little bit. And as well as Executioner, but he's kind of been away. For Paladin,
We're gonna hold off on that one. Correct?
yeah, that one's kind of like, eh.
That one's up in the air.
Once he gets back, he'll officially be a Knight. For Paladin, we have Forerunner.
This is my promotion dance, by the way.
For Sentinel, we have Alanorix. For and then officer promotions, we have both Rosmic and Red as Barons now. So
Yeah, they're being promoted to Barons.
those are both 2 new officers.
Well, pause real quick, because I need to explain this so it makes a wee bit more sense. We're getting the actual ranking system a lot more organized, where each actual rank kind of tiers up into each other. So what we're gonna have is like Red, for example, is a Baron of Scribes. So if you're a
I'm
scribe
not done
keeper,
yet.
you're under them.
Okay,
I know. I was
so-
explaining that while that was relevant.
Okay, so now that that's been said,
Plus,
our keeper ranks that we have awarded, for sure, we have Commander Newt is going to be the Baroness of the Wardens. For engineers, we have Rosmic as being the Baron of Engineers. For scribes, we have Red as the Baron of Engineers, as well as Ashwood. He is going to be a scribe as well. And then our one and only hostess, Water.
no, I see
No?
this as being a host as well.
Oh, shit. I don't
Isis
know.
is
Yeah.
also being
Yep.
a hostess.
ICS as well. Cool.
He's also being a hostess. Yes.
Yeah, you're a hostess. Basically, you're in charge of the media and events.
Yeah.
Do you not remember us talking
You're in
about
charge
this?
of the
Like,
funds.
I know you remember us talking about this. Maybe you didn't realize what I actually meant by it. But yeah.
So yes.
Vote crate. Yeah, buddy.
E. And that is we do have a couple other nominations for some keepers, but they haven't officially been talked to about it yet, so we're gonna hold off on that.
Now, Shahar is the warden.
He is for sure.
Yeah, he is for sure. I had to
Okay.
talk with him this morning.
Shahara is a warden, and then have you talked to Swag yet?
I've talked to him about it, but I have not actually like got a confirmation.
Okay, so we'll hold off on that one. So,
But also, Gray, I know you're one of Shahar's buddies. You know what I mean, and you're over on that half of the hemisphere of the world. If you need anything, this is the main reason we're promoting someone from over there. Like, it feels really racist to say like you people, because that's not how I mean it. But you get what I'm trying to
But he
say.
can
Like,
translate for you guys.
yeah, like I know you
support
guys speak.
that.
I know English is not y'all's primary language, and since y'all are in a different time zone, I figured it would be a good idea to have someone in some kind of at least authoritative seat of power that can help speak for you guys and beyond when we're not on, et cetera, et cetera. So if you have any kind of issues while we're not on, feel absolutely free to go to him. He can bring it with us or work it out himself if it's something simple. All right.
and that just about wraps up promotions. So, to all of you who got promoted, miniature hand clap.
A golfer clap.
Yes, a golfer clap. Just-
Hey.
And after that, we have our events that we've kind of had coming up. First off, the build competition, complete fail.
Oh my God! Right? Jesus
Like,
fucking
I am
It's
honestly
only like one person built.
really
We're on,
disappointed in all of you.
Yeah.
Wait, there was a build.
Wait,
I built. What the
Yeah, okay, Newt, don't take this the wrong way. We already knew you could build. You only built so other people would hopefully take initiative and build.
Yeah,
You're
like
not wrong.
you and me both knew. Like, we're both in that situation where we tried to encourage other people to do it, and it didn't happen. So
maybe we didn't what's the word?
And-
Maybe we
Otherwise
didn't
it-
promote it enough, I guess. I don't know, but we literally did shout it out several times
yeah,
about
so
it. Like, while people were in the Discord and shit talking. So, like, it was there for y'all to read. And it's like, because we're trying to get build, what's the word? We're trying to use that as a way to base off what kind of build, like, star rank you get. You know what I mean? Whether you're considered a 1-star builder, 2-star builder, etc.
I'm like, you already know
Also-
what builder I am,
Josh,
right?
look at me. I've got my beer goggle on. I can't really understand.
okay. Also, going back to the point system, we are working on some new events going on, and hopefully, with the help of our host and hostesses, we'll be able to put some like new future things coming up. A couple ideas that we had. There's such thing as a dive and mine. So essentially, we'll all pop over to the resource world, and we find a really big ass cave, and you go through and you mine resources for points. So like things like coal, iron, diamond. They all have like a point value to them, and then whoever at the end gets the most points gets a percentage of the resources for themselves, and then they also get an actual points for promotion as well.
Yeah, pretty good.
When is this gonna be?
It's gonna be held at different times. These are just ideas.
These are ideas, and
Oh,
then we
okay.
also have some Realms mini games coming up. I know I've been working with Ross to maybe make like a capture the flag in the Realm server, with like different like classes you can get to like you can like freeze people or like there's like instant death and like knockback and stuff. It's pretty cool. So those are just kind of like some things we have coming up there.
Parkour courses are also a thing. I actually want to work on parkour. Also, this is a little bit of a side fix, but the actual build competition is always going to be open. I'm gonna try to advertise that a bit better, I guess. Make sure everybody fucking knows that that's a thing. But in the realms, there's going to be a sign you can go there, pick out a plot, and build just anything. I mean, if you want to, it can be this theme, but honestly, anything at all that you're good at building. Because let's say, for example, like even if it's just like terrain, let's say you like make really pretty fucking trees, build a
That's
fucking
me.
tree. If nothing else, if you can't build a house, at least hey, if we need someone to fill like this space in between the roads or shit, we know who to go to.
Yep.
You know? But that wasn't actually what I was going to get to, but I wanted to add that in. I talked to Scythe and about the possibility of us making an actual dungeon for this server. Now he said it's a possibility they would use it. They would have to see it. But basically, it's not an impossibility. Sorry, there's something outside that's like showing up on my mini map that makes me okay. There's nothing. Goddamn commies hiding everywhere. But no.
What, the one enemy outside, Thorn?
There's red hostile mob dots outside
Yeah,
of the mini
the
map.
one enemy outside.
Anyways, no. I want to start working on that so we could work together to come up with an actual theme idea. If anyone has for a theme, but I don't know if any of you have played dungeons on this server, but it's pretty much like picture like a dungeon in an MMO where you have to just kind of run through, kill everything, find a boss, and kill it.
Think about a dungeon crawler.
Yep.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Alright, so we have that, and then we only have a few more couple little things to hit. One, the enchanting tower and the keep is finally done, even though we've been on this server for almost a month. So there's finally enchanting table up there people can use. It's full enchanting with all of the books and shit, so we can use that now. And then also, y'all try and be using.
Nude, I don't want your goddamn pork chop.
Everybody
Don't
try
let me
and
kill you.
Thank you, but no thank you.
Go ahead.
try and be using the chest room underneath the keep. Like, I know that place is kind of big, but we have that many chests for a reason, so we can all work together and not be low on resources. And hopefully the point system will help encourage that. Yes, water. And because, you know, you're going to need to bring those supplies to the keep, and if you need supplies, you can get them from there.
Also, I just want to point this out real quick on that same note. When it comes to getting supplies from the actual vault, if anyone is caught taking resources from the vault for the purpose of turning back around and then turning them into red or ashwood, for example, in order to complete quests to gain points, you will be banned from the guild. There will not be, you know, a second question asked. That will be the end of it, because that is not only just hurting the guild, that's hurting, honestly, everyone in the guild, because you're not actually earning points. You're basically cheating your way through the actual guild system, and not only that, you're basically doing a drain on guild resources where everyone else is trying to pull. Will have to work extra hard to pull your weight. You get what I mean? So it's like, if I see people doing that for these sheer... Now, don't get me wrong, help yourself to stuff if you need it. You know what I mean? That's what it's there for. But if you're taking from the guild vault and then turning right back around with the purpose of trading it in for rank points, we're not dealing with that. Besides that, yeah. Sorry, go ahead,
And-
Josh. I wanted to put that out there.
Actually, that hits just about everything we have left.
Question.
Yes.
Ice just joined.
So, guys.
Hi, Ice. This is the end of the meeting.
Can you clarify that once, like, if someone's building a pre-house, that they should probably put the stuff back?
Yeah, here's what happens. This is what I do with building. I would recommend everyone do the same thing. If you're gonna go out and actually, if you're just building like an extra room in your house, whatever. And don't get me wrong, if you want to keep a little bit of resources in your own houses for your own little, pardon me, projects and such, go ahead. But there's a difference between like a stack or two of logs and some wood and, you know, just some little bit of cobble, and then like a half of a chest full of fucking logs. You know what I'm saying? That's obviously bulk resources. It should go to the actual, you know, vault for bulk resources. But what I do when I build something is I'll take like two, depending on the size of the build. If it's going to be massive, I take obviously more. But for just like, you know, a little house or something, I'll take a double chest or two, set it down on the plots I'm going to work with, and then put everything I'm using in there. So I can take from it, build. If I get bored and I want to like take a break, I can throw all my materials in there, come back to it later. And then once I'm done, I pick up all the materials out of the chest, put it back in the vault, and move back on, you know, everything's good. Does that make sense?
So the vault is not a one-way system. You can take stuff out, you can put stuff in, and we encourage you to take stuff out if you need it to build. But we also encourage you to put stuff back into it.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, it's not like you're gonna get points for every single thing you bring to the vault. Like, you know, especially if it's like, I brought 3 fences, can I have a point, please? It's like, no, dude, just put the fucking fences in the vault. Come on, man. But it's like for actual jobs and shit, you will get points. What's up, Water? Banned for advertising.
Ban for advertising.
Oh shit! I got 4. Where are my points?
You get the idea. Now, the date here's also this is just some general information. The daily quests will change eventually as need be, but for the most part, we always want to try to at least keep 6 daily quests up. Daily quests are just the term we're going for. It's basically just quests that you can constantly do over and over and over and over and over, as much as you want if you need grind points. Ugh. Okay. Any other questions though?
When can we start alcohol?
Wait, who's asking for alcohol?
Me.
Newt.
I got you.
Also, I have a quick question that I want to pass out here. Who the fuck has the slabs for the table?
The two
I
slabs,
do.
I do.
Okay, thank you. Can you-
But it's my
Thank
seat. Thorn, you can't get rid of my seat.
Well, I just broke your seat. You don't have a seat no more.
But where am I?
Is that
I
everything?
don't know. On my lap.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's everything.
All right.
Let's go.
GG.
Everyone.